edition, and we are going to finish a sketchbook page. All right, here we are. We in the studio. And this is our page. We have, I love this little guy. It is my morning shark with his massive cup of coffee. And today during weekend edition, we're gonna finish him. And who knows, maybe connect him with this super cutie over here, this armadillo. So I've got everything in the studio ready to go. Bit of a mess, but that's how we go. Let's do it. All right, get us set it up. I'm so excited. It's a nice sweaty day here, so hopefully some of you are nice and comfortable and hanging out. Grab some sketchbook stuff and we can go and have some fun. I'm super excited. All right. Just checking out a couple little technical pieces. Oh, that's fun. Hope everybody saw that. We'll edit that one out maybe. Yikes. Dropped it straight out of the holder. Good times. Today's weekend edition is a bit like a trippy fever dream. Cheers to everyone. All right. Fun, fun, fun. 304, let's roll. Okay. With this guy here. All right, I see all of the fun things looking good. Okay, so I've got my favorite pencils out here. These are the Derwent Inktense pencils, super awesome. And they are by far my favorite, and then my Pentel brush. So hello to everybody here. Hopefully got your sketchbooks out, and don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be alerted for when we go live next. We as in I. So, all right, got my coffee shark. We're gonna try to finish this page today. Before I get too involved, I've got this here, and I'm gonna use that as my kind of just like a background to put my shark in front of like this textured wallpaper. So that's gonna be kind of super cool and fun. So again, hello to everybody who is joining. I'm super excited. Live drawing and weekend edition is become one of my favorite ways just to kind of get together and hang out with everybody. You can do this a couple different ways. You could tape it down so that it doesn't go anywhere, but I'm not super worried about it. I'm just gonna make it, I said, just kind of a quick background. And you could do anything, but I didn't want to leave it blank today. And then the pencil that I'm using, I mean, it's super like everyday. It's your classic number 2, which in drawing pencil language is an HB pencil. Okay, your HB pencil is kind of like your workhorse. It'll do a ton of stuff. It's not going to get your super fine light tones, and it's not going to get your absolute super dark blacks. Like, it just can't compare with an 8B pencil, but yeah, it can do a lot. So it's a good one just to have in your kit, in my opinion. So we're gonna keep this guy going. So hopefully you've got your stuff. While we're here, I'm kind of hanging out and drawing. I have 2 new stickers that just went live today on the website. It's this super cutie fortune cookie and my pigeon. be sure to go on to the retail shop, which is moreartmoreheart.com, and check out the stickers, different tote bags, real cool, cute stuff like that. But yeah, everything that you're gonna find on the website starts as sketches and drawings in my sketchbook, where I kind of work things out and then move it and go digital with it. But yeah, what I love is just this stencil is a nice, like, good plastic, so it's not going to go anywhere. I just felt that our sophisticated screaming shark needed a background. He needed a cool wallpaper. He's a dude who gets it. Yeah, and those were just like, I would love to draw this. Like, grab your sketchbook, like, grab your materials, come draw with me. You can work on your own work. You can try to draw the shark. It is up to you. If you would like me to do a step-by-step kind of drawing one of my characters or any animal, if that's something that everybody would like to see, loop me in and let me know in the comments that's something you're interested in, and it's definitely something I can do during one of our weekend editions. All right, so we're about almost got the wallpaper drawn. And the spread just a little tedious. But when we finish this page, it will be worth it. You can kind of see how things are going so far. And if you ever get to when you're like, oh, totally needed to add that, you just go back in and lay it back down. What I love about this is that it's so easy to sync up and line back up. I think I've had this stencil, this is gonna age me a bit. I think I've had this stencil somewhere at least 12 years. And it's held up. So I think I got it somewhere like Michael's Arts and Crafts, like nowhere exotic. Shout out to Michael's for carrying this kick-ass indestructible stencil. It has served me well. Looking good. Awesome. Hopefully everybody is not sweating to death, especially if you are, oh geez, it's Europe, the States. I mean, I don't know where you're going and not dying right now. It is, I guess that's summer, but holy crap, it's hot. This girlie is not in love with sweating. All right, so we almost got in. We're about to bust out the Inktense pencils from Derwent. And those are so much fun. If you have some of those, oh my God. If you don't worry about it. Anything in any material, as long as you like working with it, will go. But I love the Derwent Inktense pencils and the Pentel water brush. Those are kind of my go-tos. All right, bro's got his wallpaper. He looks good. And get some music going for us. It's awfully quiet. Which I'm pretty surprised. It is the 4th of July here in the States, which means it's going to be fireworks at Palooza. And I have a little dog and she's gonna lose her mind. I'll fix this one. Alright, trying to burn through this part real quick so that we can get to the colors, which is one of my favorite parts. Yeah. Hello to everybody who's hanging out and popping in and out of the live draw. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like and share the videos. It helps you stay in the know, and then it helps more people see what's going on so that I get to kind of keep doing the cool stuff and making more art for everybody to take in. And this is More Art, More Heart, and Hello Happy. And the whole drive behind everything that I do is to just find some joy, one little piece of art at a time, and make this full choice to find things that make you happy and try to filter out the garbage that doesn't. All right, so I think it's pretty good for right now. And we could keep moving on this, but we'd be here for an eternity. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that one I just put in. I don't like it. All right. So, looking good, feeling good. Gonna move back over to the shark and set this whole stencil aside. Again, shout out to Michael's Arts and Crafts for carrying a stencil I've been able to rock through for like 11, 12 years. All right, so these are the DeWint Inktense pencils. This is my go-to kit. It carries the basic set. And I've got 2 water brushes in here from Pentel. They have 2 different kind of tips. One's a little thicker than the other. This one's kind of more thin point. So it depends what you want to do. Okay, but that comes later. You gotta get the color on there first. And my favorites, if you can get yourself, you know, a hold of these, are these guys right here. It's the DeWint Inktense set. It's the 36 set. And it's got, they're bigger ones, but this has got a pretty good slate. And you can mix it ahead of time. Okay, before you add the water. And they all work beautifully on pencil, an electric pencil sharpener too, so that's also pretty good. All right, got the white going. We'll get some blues for our shark. Now, one of the things is that the blue and the color here on the end is not always the exact color it's gonna look like when you ink or when you add water. So that's always a good thing just to kind of check out and just be aware of. And the more you use these, the more you'll be kind of just feeling more comfortable as far as what pencil works with what. So for all of those who are kind of just jumping in, welcome to our weekend edition. And I am Jacqueline with More Art, More Heart. I am all those photos you might see. That's me. I am the illustrator behind all of the art that is in the time-lapse videos and on the website. So I get to make all of my stuff into stickers, tote bags, and other cool stuff that just kind of hopefully makes people happy. that's the whole goal, is just like cute stuff that, you know, you see and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it makes you happy. You grab a pair, slap it on your water bottle, buy it for a friend, send them a little something in the mail. I'm just happy. So, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And then share these videos with people you're like, hey, this stuff's pretty cool. Share it with folks. Get more eyeballs on the channel. You can see the Derwent. It goes on pretty nicely. And when I draw these characters, they end up taking on the personality of members of my family. And a little slight blue for our shadows. And add white on top, so that it's just a little lighter for where the tip of his nose is going to go. And then put the white on his belly. I'm going to end up adding a little bit of gray here, so it's going to make a little bit more sense. And it's just going to move the graphite around just a little bit, which will help with that sort of off-white situation, so he doesn't look like he's like straight out of the box kind of thing. All right, so that's almost our shark. We'll get his fins down here that's holding the coffee cup. So, and the sketchbook page here is a little bit of a preview for the pages in my coloring book that I hope to release sometime in 2027. So keep on the lookout for that. 2027 sounds like it is 4 years away, but it, my friends, is not. It is very, very close. All right, cool. All right, looking good. Got that going. And some music. Playing as well. My iPad is going bonkers. All right. Okay. So get some chill music playing. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get his bathrobe going right now. I think it may be a nice red velvety one. And these are the Derwent Inktense pencils. And they are my favorite. So, big hello and cheers to everybody who's hanging out, dipping in and out, watching, and joining me for a live weekend edition. I like to do weekend editions. And then every Friday, there's a new time-lapse drawing video that is posted of different works in progress. Me doing some of my favorite things, which is going out and getting a gorgeous little latte from one of our local coffee shops here. But thank you for hanging out and joining us. Make sure you share the channel. And do a little like and subscribe. Alright, we got this, because I like to up my compliments. We've got some red. Gotta get some green going on in this guy's life, so we'll hit up a little maybe apple green for... Actually, we'll do apple green for the background. And this page is a little bit more involved than maybe some other weekend editions, but it's just because we put in that background. So today during the weekend edition, we're gonna complete this page together, which is kind of cool. But oh, this is good. All right. Hey to everybody who's here checking out and drawing with me during the 4th of July weekend edition. It's like the holiday episode. Ooh. And we are working on what really is a preview of a page from the coloring book that I hope to have out in 2027. When I go into the studio, what I listen to really just depends on my mood. And I do like instrumentals. Sometimes it helps, I don't know, just tap into a space in my brain that I'm all kind of active. So what we're working on right now are these Derwent. I am clumsy today. No smoothness with this gal. The Derwent Inktense pencils are what I am working with for today. They are my go-to. They are my favorite. One of the things I love is that you can work with this ink-based medium anywhere because it's dry. You can get stronger lines. You're able to get in and outline space like this here. And then take your water brush and add the water later. When you're in a little bit more, maybe a convenient space or time. So if you're traveling, these are amazing because you don't have to compromise on your color or quality of your material. They're not going to get confiscated by TSA because it's a pencil. And you just don't have to worry about any sort of security, or if you're in the car and you're working or somewhere in your hotel room and it's not really ideal for you to have a cup of water, brushes and all that stuff. These guys are just awesome. You can work on it and work with them anywhere. And so this is my kind of go-to kit that I work with. Like, I bring the smaller set with me everywhere. Have a pencil, have my water brushes in. A zebra mild liner as well for when I want to do some other kind of work. And when everything's said and done, my handy micron pen, which is what I use to do all my ink work and outline everything. So now people have a lot of things going on, so I just really appreciate everybody popping in here and hanging out. If you like what you see and you think you like what's going on, give me some feedback in the chat. I'd love to just read your comments. If you think this would make a excellent page and just an excellent coloring page, let me know. It is one of the ones I'm thinking about putting into the upcoming coloring book. So, okay, so we got a lot of good things going on. I think I'm ready to add the water brush and get that going. All right. Let's get some teal going on because he has a fancy shock. I just got so excited. So my color choices, I rely on color theory and the color wheel for my color choices because to create some nice high contrast. So because I've got this blue for my shark, I want to make sure orange goes in. And then because I have the green here in the background, that's going to complement and really make the bathrobe pop. So whenever you're kind of working with color, complementary colors are your friend. If you want something that's going to have a nice contrast and just really good visual interest, you're going to want to play with those complementary colors. Those like guarantee almost like a recipe. If you do this, then nice high contrast will happen. If you pair your complements next to each other, you will create contrast, which means you will create visual interest, which means your stuff will be cool to look at. That's just kind of guarantees. So when you're working, keep all that in mind. Welcome to everybody jumping in and out of this weekend edition. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so that you can get alerted for when I go live every weekend and work on a sketchbook page for developing new work for More Heart and Hello Happy. If you are in the Cincinnati area, July 18th, I am hosting an embroidery workshop with the Collective down in Findlay Market. And everybody who joins in the workshop will get an embroidery hoop, thread, and choice of design from More Heart. So go and be sure to check that out. Send me a comment if you're interested in embroidery workshop. Again, that is held in Cincinnati, Ohio. If anybody here is in the area or local, or just, hey, looking, I'm visiting Cincinnati, you want to do something. But yeah, if you think embroidery kits would be something cool to sell and you'd be interested in that, let me know in the comment section as well, and I can get those popped up on the website pretty quick too. Like, side note, what those are is that I've got these here. I haven't listed them online just yet, but this is my Lucky Cat. And every kit, this is brand new, so only done these in person. If you think you'd love to see them on the website and the shop, I most definitely will get those up there. Leave me a comment on that. But every kit comes with a hoop, pattern, embroidery needle, some cotton, and directions on how to handle your thread and your stitches. So I said, if you're in the Cincinnati area, July 18th, I'm hosting an embroidery workshop where I'm teaching everybody how to do a simple stitch. And some a little bit more moderate stitches, but you'll be able to pick between a variety of illustrations of mine, kind of summery themed, so bumblebees, flowers, things like that, but I will have the Lucky Cat. So if you are interested and you think that's something to be really cool, leave me a comment. Or if you'd like to see these on the website, definitely let me know. Like I said, I've got them available, so I get it very easily. Just message me and let me know. All right, back to the page. It was like a little commercial. All right, so like and subscribe to the channel. That way you can be alerted when new product comes online, when live drawing happens, or new videos are posted every Friday. If you are a fan of stickers like me, I do have a link to my Patreon shop to where you can join the Mr. Chicken Sticker Club and have a sticker mailed to you every month for just $5. So $5 a month, you get a free sticker, postcard of original art that hasn't been created or posted anywhere else. It is 100% original and yours. And that gets mailed to you each and every single month. So lots of opportunities to be connected and be involved with just things that are happy and joyful. All right, this page is looking pretty good if you ask me. Super cute. And if you think this would be something that would be a great coloring page for the coloring book, let me know in the chat. That advice would be super awesome and helpful. I love feedback. Ooh, I almost forgot part of the bro's bathrobe. People, that would not have been good. What was that? Oh, jeez, what was that? That was hoping I'm right. That's teal. Not quite. Yeah. We're gonna roll with it. It'll be a little different down there. All right, we'll finish these little bits of orange. Oh my gosh. All right, home stretch, everybody. We're gonna do a little music change. All right. Get a lot of energy going. friends, the only thing left to add color to is this fine gentleman's coffee cup. So let's see. If you have a thought, I'm picking a color right now. Welcome to everybody just kind of hanging out, joining. Weekend edition. I'm Jacqueline with More Art, More Heart. And this is my sketchbook, and I am working on one of the pages for my upcoming coloring book. So when this gets put out, of course, it will not be colored. That'll be something that you'll get to do. But this is kind of the layout that I'm thinking about. So if you have any thoughts or like, yep, that would be awesome. Give me a thumbs up, like, chat. Let me know in the comments if you think that'd be pretty cool. But I'm about to pop some color onto his tongue and his coffee cup, and then I will be grabbing my water brush here. So I'll just kind of keep it close on the ready so that we can move some of this color around. And to switch it up, while I do love some instrumentals, and I do love Taylor Swift, I did need a little bit of a break. So now we got some Billie Eilish going on right now, and she's pretty awesome, I think. Let's see, let's get... this is a nice mustard color, and these are the Derwent Inktense pencils that can move very similar to a colored pencil. They are far more vibrant and have more of a catch to them than a watercolor pencil does. But they operate the same, very similar to a watercolor pencil. Is that it goes on solid, add some water, and then you get to move it around like paint. In this case, it's an ink, so the color is just so much more vibrant and rich. Oh, thank you for the cute feedback. I do appreciate that, and welcome to Weekend Edition. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. And then share. Be sure to give like a share and a like if you like what's going on. I also want to be alerted to Weekend Edition when live drawings happen and when new videos are posted every Friday. Same time. All right, everybody, let's do it. We ready? Okay, so the materials: Derwent Inktense pencils. Get yourself some. You will not be sorry. And then let's go. And this guy, you just kind of give him a little squeeze. Water sits right here in the chamber. Just fill it up right here. All right. And so you can see some of this brightness and things change, which is the little bit of water from the water brush. Uh-oh. So that was a little hiccup. Things leaked a little. That's okay. It's a sketchbook. One of the beautiful things about your sketchbook is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It's where we figure things out, and this is definitely a demo and test for what will be a page in coloring book. But the wallpaper background, I feel like was an excellent move. So if you can hear it, the Alabama Shakes just came on, and they're one of my favorite bands. So shout out to the Alabama Shakes. If anybody knows anybody in the Alabama Shakes, please forward this to them. I'll let Brittany Howard know that she and the band are amazing. And if I could send Brittany Howard a sticker and anybody knows how to make that happen, please let me know and get me in touch with Brittany Howard. Because I would just like to let her know that I'm sure she already knows, but her music is everything. And so, and who's jumping in and joining, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can jump in and out of future weekend edition Come Draw With Me sessions. And you can check out new videos that show up every Friday. If you like this guy and kind of things like him, definitely check out the website, moreheart.com. It's where you can get stickers, tote bags, all that other cute stuff for nice, happy moments. Hopefully everybody out there is figuring out a way to stay cool because it is crazy hot just about everywhere right now, it seems. All right. Background in a nutshell. All right. Get our shark going. Say my biggest art advice is being an educator and teacher also is that if you're going to draw a shape, honor the shape. Meaning keep your materials within the confines of the shape if that was your intention with the shape all along. And so this guy is the Pentel water brush and is by far, in my opinion, one of the best tools. So all that hard work of laying down all this color is now coming to fruition when we add water to it. That's the joy of the Inktense pencil. Again, good art takes time. It's got to bake. Can't rush it. But this guy will turn into a coloring book page, and I'm thinking this guy's gonna have to become a sticker very, very soon. He kind of is absolutely one of my favorites. And I love how the white Inktense pencil has worked with the graphite and created this nice gray. All right, let's go. Time for the bathrobe. We'll see how this teal, all these colors work out. Whole lot of color getting involved next to each other. But I'm pretty confident. I really relied on a lot of color theory to make this sound happen. A nice high contrast. So a lot going on. All right, coffee cup, moment of truth. I keep saying that. A good color color, the mustard and yellow is very good. A little bit of white to brighten it up too. He looks good. He's looking pretty good. Quiet Saturday, it seems, so far. It's one of the beautiful things about being able to dip in and out is you can kind of go in at your leisure. Yeah, welcome to More Heart, everybody who's just kind of jumping in. Be sure to like and subscribe. That way you can catch Weekend Edition and come draw with me every weekend through the summer months. Man. That's why it just keeps going. All right. Made of stars, such. Gosh, this was the song of my senior year in high school because that's how old I am. But it, different phases of my life, man. Certain music hits. I think that's like that with everybody. Hello to everybody who's just joining. Come draw with me. This session, been working on this sketchbook page here that will be part of my upcoming coloring book, hopefully to be released in 2027. But now, this guy's been working over here. This guy's pretty dry. So I'm gonna take my 05 micron, which is not the smallest, but you know, it's pretty good for right now. And when everything's said and done, that's when I put the big black lines back on. And things, all that detail that we had before, things just start popping. And all of our work just comes right back out there. He looks good. Alright, outline the shark. Just a little bit more. Oh. Almost forgot his tail, people. There we go. All right. It looks pretty awesome, I think. One of the things, though, is that the Micron does not care for wet paper. So it's going to be a little funky right there for just a minute. As far as like the line work may not always go on as well. But Yeah, in this case, it worked out. And that's kind of what the gist of what this page is going to end up looking like. We continue to, as I continue to just kind of move through and add this line work to the background. Things are just going to pop more and more and have a little bit more of a finished kind of graphic quality to them. And then you're also going to have a greater sense of what this page will look like when it's released in the coloring book. I like it. I think it turned out really nice. Everybody kind of checking in. Make sure you give the channel a follow, like, and subscribe. That's kind of the thing you like to do, but then you get alerted to live drawing and when new videos get posted of time-lapse drawing. Okay, home stretch with this panel here, and we're good to go. This is the longest live draw I think I've ever done. Coming in at over an hour at 75 minutes. Holy man, an hour and 15 just on the color work alone. got everybody. So here we go, starting at a little armadillo. This is this fine gentleman here. Oof. And finish with a little sketchbook tour. All right. Be sure to like and subscribe. That's some other works. And some other fun pages and illustrations. And that is our weekend edition. Thank you for hanging out with me, and be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Have a good one, everybody.